As you guys recall, you guys find yourselves back at camp after having spent some days traveling. Back at camp, you find yourself the next morning. You all wake up at about, we'll say, like 8 in the morning, and then 10 a.m. will be your departure time to give you guys time to get shit together. And Deirdre, Deirdre and Mug, as soon as you wake up, you notice two things. Doru is still asleep in his rat form, but Tug is gone. And obviously this raises concern. You guys are a bit confused as to what's going on. But a very quick glance around, you guys notice that there is indeed fog rolling in. Wisps of fog can be seen floating throughout the camp. Some of the fog from the forest seems to have thickened overnight. And so you all awaken. Doru says to you guys as you guys are getting ready for camp, I don't know what happened to Tug. I cannot smell her. In fact, I woke up last night and she was just seemed to be in a trance of some sorts. Said something about she needs to go find it. Doesn't know what it is. And whenever Doru spoke to her, she would not respond, or spoke to him. Tug would not respond in any way, almost as if they were the only one around. So then he says that he tried to follow, but as soon as he walks behind her through the fog, he finds himself coming back into the camp. And I don't know why he's asleep. He's a vampire. He doesn't need to. But so he said that he didn't want to alert you all because he didn't know how to handle it, and he feels that Tug can more than capably handle himself. And so in the mornings, Doru can be seen like sucking on a rat or like some of the previous a previous meal or wolf from the night before. And as you all are getting your things together, waking up, you do notice a large man, somebody you guys all recognize, carrying a hammer at his side and shield in one arm, begins walking up. And
hello, guys.
Where the hell have you been?
I've been following you. You took off without me.
No, like I wanted to know what happened. You just kind of disappeared.
Well, I went back to the boys, the vampire's dead, and I buried him, and then I talked to, I forget his name. Ismark?
Yes.
And I apologized, and I met some kids, and he gave me this ring of wishes. And I hold up the ring.
It's this terribly rusted bronze ring, but it looks shiny a little.
See, it got a little sparkle right there, and I like it. There's just a big dumb smile on my face.
Dude.
But other than that, I was just following you guys. I was like a day or two behind, and I finally caught up to you. You guys leave pretty big tracks, by the way, and lots of blood. What'd you fight?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you're probably going to have to carry this conversation for her.
Mug?
Oh my lord. Okay, how bad of a trail did we leave?
I mean, I followed it, and I'm not a good tracker, so...
Oh, that's kind of bad. Well, if it makes you feel any better, it was kind of out of self-defense.
It does.
But where did you guys go?
I'm glad you guys are okay. Where's Tug?
Yeah, we're not really sure. Doru, I am going to gesture to Doru. Don't be alarmed. Yeah, I'm assuming you remember who he is.
Well, I'm a little alarmed.
And you see Doru step forward. He's kind of in rags still, very similar to when you last saw him, but this man looks like he's well fed. Like he hasn't starved a single day in his life. Still pale as shit, but you see that he says, "Oh, hello there. You were the kind paladin who very menacingly struggled to kill me, and I have to say thank you, sir." As he comes forward, he tries to like put his hands out to shake your hand, but being a paladin, you sense the evil in him.
well, yes. Thank you. I'm glad that you're okay. And I kind of I take a step back and I look at him.
And thank
You
you for apologizing about my father, or at least going to see his burial. I kind of told your friends here that they kind of owe me for the attack that they performed upon me, and I hope that's fine with you too, seeing as how you are a very prominent holy man. But I agreed that I would travel with your friends as long as they were able to, help me find the vampire that's caused this affliction.
you you want me to help cure you?
Yes, if possible. I don't know if any of your clerical friends have any of the said magic to do so, but I have read some manuscript that if we kill the vampire that afflicted me, we should be able to reverse the effects and get my humanity back.
I I will need a little time to think about that. I need to think about that. Yes.
Of course, of course. But do know that I mean no harm. I strictly am here because well, I want to be saved, and the last group of adventurers that had come to Barovia, well, they did not do very much saving.
Well,
If I may. He has been very good this whole time. He hasn't caused any problems. In fact, he's helped a good amount.
if you're willing, if you're willing to put your word in, I suppose
He
I'll,
hasn't
I'll
hurt anybody. He also is night watch for us.
I'm gonna look. Can I make a uh? I'm just gonna look at her neck and see if like there's any fucking bite marks.
No, there's no bite marks.
Um, I feel great evil coming from you, Doru. Was it? No
Yes.
offense,
No, it is
and
okay.
it quite literally repulses me to my core. I
I do understand. If it helped you, I could spend my time trying to go find your friend Tog and see if I might not be able to assist in getting her back.
I don't I don't want to make you leave. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. I am glad that you are happy and doing well since the basement, And I will leave it up to the rest of the guys. If they want you here, I will put up with it. But please do try to keep a few steps away from me because I feel a little sick.
It is okay, my friend. I will take my space, and of course, I care more about the safety of the rest of you over my own self. But I want to be able to use my strengths in the ways to help you along. If I seem a bit different, on my word, you may slay me where I stand. I simply just want to try and find happiness, a little bit of
Oh, god
humanity.
damn it. God damn it.
Besides, of the cloth, should not be worried. Your gods don't exactly exist here, so it shouldn't really, you know, affect your standing with your faith. At least that's what the clerics that helped us in our raid was telling me. Hence the reason why they were able to defeat Vampire.
I will keep that in mind.
And
Well, this has been awkward.
And as you are all talking amongst yourself, you all see someone recognizable. A tall, statured man with a beautiful black hat and a bow strapped to his back. He comes walking into camp. It's Gil. But you notice something very strange. The air gets cold as he comes and enters the area. You see Doru immediately trains his eyes on him, his eyes glowing a fierce yellowness, as Gil pulls out an arrow from his back, draws his bow, and begins to aim towards Doru. You see out of nowhere a swarm of rats just kind of burst from the ground. Gil looks confused at first. You all feel the ground kind of tremble and breaking as the rats come forth. Dark, black, red-eyed rats swarm Gil, tackling him to the ground at first. You begin hearing his screams of anguish. And as you all begin to move in your reaction, you see that he is swiftly pulled away straight into the forest. Screams could be heard. Loud squeaks, crunches of something, twigs and the much can be heard before moments later it gets quieter and quieter. At this point, the whole camp, weapons drawn, most of your things have been gathered, and you all wait with bated breath. But nothing happens. Just silence.
What the fuck?
What was that?
I'm not the only one that saw that, right?
That was Gil.
Where did those rats come from? Should we be worried? Do we need to move?
It came from the ground. Doru says, I don't like that, friends. The fog keeps taking too many lives. We need to leave. It is not safe out in this wildlands. I suggest that we find a place to retreat to. Do you have a base or a home or some place of sanctuary we can go?
Not that I know of. So far, we've just only been having to camp.
I cannot go back there. I am afraid if I show my face, it will not be welcomed.
Well, what if we went to check out the bridge?
You want to check out the bridge?
I mean, we could cross the bridge, or try to find a village or something.
I guess that is a better option than staying here. We also did want to go to the bridge anyway. So I guess that's our decision.
I'm okay with it.
Okay. So, the group makes their way towards the falls. Or not the falls, sorry. Towards the bridge. It's about a mile. Takes you guys about 30 to 40 minutes to get there. And as you come to the bridge, having packed up your things, again, it is a nice 10 a.m. in the morning. The fog that was thick around the woods seems to creep eerily around you all. It's very light, no obscuring, but you guys can feel the cold presence of the fog as you walk. What seems to be a normal midsummer day has a slight crispness to the air. And as you approach the bridge again, this beautiful bridge in front of you, you do notice an object. The bridge is about, let me see if I can get the exact. Where are you? Yeah, okay. You follow the dirt road as it clings to the side of a mountain. and ends before an arching bridge of mold encrusted stone that spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, which would be the west, you see a waterfall that spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley.
Waterfall looks a lot better from up here, huh?
Yeah, there was something questionable down in the waterfall, too.
I didn't see it. I stuck to the side.
Smart. This is kind of a menacing bridge, though.
Yeah, I wish I could make those gargoyles happy and like not so frowny.
Those are normal gargoyles. Their face is supposed to be like that. They're supposed to ward off bad things.
So we should be good here, huh?
Hypothetically.
Because if they're here to ward off the bad things, then we'll be okay, right?
Well, it depends on what they consider to be bad things.
Well, I'm not a bad thing.
In your eyes.
Are we crossing the bridge?
Yes.
Okay. As you cross the bridge, it's a relatively secure bridge. And the gargoyles themselves are just statues. Like cute little guys. And as you get
Yeah,
to
I
the
told you.
and as you get to the other side, you see a fork in the road. About oh, actually no, I'm lying. You do see this very large hill, which I will. No, I'll explain it later. But that is on your guys' right. That just barely hides Castle Ravenloft. It's like the tip of the castle is peeking over, just a couple towers, and so it's not. It doesn't seem very imposing or colossal from this side. But as soon as you get across, you notice something extremely out of sight. Parked at the other side of the bridge is a large black carriage drawn by two black horses. The horses snort puffs of steamy breath into the chilly mountain air. You can see that the side of the door swings open silently. You all find yourselves about 100 feet away from this.
Where is... do I have my letter in my stuff?
I hope so. What do you guys do?
Mugwort is gonna kind of just stand there for a second hesitantly.
Said it's a carriage. The door just swung open.
Yes, it silently swings open. Not abruptly, not loud, just silently, quietly.
Jotun, I do need to inform you that I was given a letter that was apparently from Strahd himself. It said that he wanted to meet me and or us, whoever decided to come along.
Oh, okay. Well, do you think they're here to pick you up?
I'm not exactly sure. It's a possibility.
Okay. Um, Here, just in case, take this scroll, and I'm gonna give you a scroll of bless.
That's very sweet of you, thank you.
So, are we going to meet him?
Are you willing to go with me?
I'm gonna turn the door. Is he the guy that changed you?
I do not know. I'm going to be honest. This name Strahd, it's not something that I've heard in quite a long time. It was apparently supposed to be just a legend. I mean, everybody knows that this land is cursed, but the name Strahd is a very old name.
I should also mention that apparently nobody has seen Strahd, like, ever or for a very long time.
there's a chance we can help Doru and bring him happiness, I will go with you. Plus, who can take a hit better than me, huh?
Yeah, I can't eat hits.
And now this is where I'm going to ask you, Deirdre, your opinion on this. Because, yeah, your character would definitely have an opinion on this.
Does this look like the black carriage from before they came here?
Like, have you seen this one before?
Is this the one with the dude
No.
that brought the letter to?
Nope.
Okay.
You've never seen this carriage.
Okay. Well, definitely don't want to leave Mugwort to go on their own, even with Jordan. So Jojo's gonna tensely sigh and say that if you're going, we're all going.
Okay, if anything bad does happen, you guys can just dip. I am completely fine with that. Okay?
I could never leave my friends.
It's very sweet of you.
All right.
I'm going to start approaching the carriage. Just normally.
Okay. As you approach the carriage is empty. There's nobody in it. There's nobody even drawing the horses. In fact, the horses don't even have reins on them.
Is
Can
there still
I-
a seat up front?
Huh?
Is there a front seat where like a driver would be?
Yeah.
Can I sit there?
Yeah. Yeah, you sit up there. It's nice and comfortable. One of the horses look back at you and kind of gives a grunt of disapproval, but other than that, it ignores you.
I wanna try and make friends with the horsies.
Okay, what does that mean you're gonna do?
I would like them to smell my hand, and I want to see if I can pet them, if they will let me.
All right. You need to tell me what you're doing, not what you want them to do.
I want to go and hold out my hand next to them.
They ignore you.
I am going to then pet them.
One of them bites your hand as soon as you begin to touch it. You take 1 damage.
Taking that as a message, I stop.
All right. Are you guys gonna get in?
Yeah.
Okay. You all pile
on, guys.
into
I'll drive.
the cute little carriage, and you notice that inside there's actually enough room for 8 people. And you all begin your way traveling. Oh, let's see.
I'm gonna open the little driver's slot and be like, "So you guys come around here often, or you just once, or?"
I don't think they speak common. They are horses.
I was talking to you guys. I was opening the little driver's
Only
slot because
people.
I was sitting in the driver's seat.
The only
Turn
people
back.
here.
Oh, no. We don't really know much about this place. We've only been here for like a couple of days, actually.
Yeah, he's making
Yeah,
a joke.
no,
I think he was trying to make a joke that really
He said
didn't
you
land.
come here often.
Thank you. Somebody got my bad joke. I appreciate it.
All right.
Another single tear falls from Joe's face.
All right. So after winding through the forest and craggy mountain peaks, the road takes a sudden turn to the east. The startling, awesome presence of Castle Ravenloft towers before you. The carriage comes to a dead stop before twin turrets of stone, broken from years of exposure. Beyond these guard towers is the precipice of a 50-foot wide, fog-filled chasm that disappears into the unknown depths. A lower drawbridge of old, short-up wooden beams stretches across the chasm, between you and the archway to the courtyard. The chains of the drawbridge creak in the wind, their rust-eaten iron straining under the weight. From atop the high walls, stone gargoyles stare at you out of their hollow eye sockets and grin hideously. A rotten wooden portcullis, green with growth, hangs above the entry tunnel. Beyond this location, the main doors of Ravenloft stand open. A rich, warm light spills from within, flooding the courtyard. Torches flutter sadly in sconces on both sides of the open doors.
You've got to admit, the man has style.
These gargoyles are a lot scarier than the other ones.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
I kind of scared.
I don't ever recall seeing gargoyles smiling. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Okay. What would you guys like to do?
So,
Um,
we going in? Do we just knock or?
I think
Oh,
we
that
knocked
sounds
him-
like a great fucking idea. We just jump in a carriage that takes us straight to the place that apparently has an evil fucker in it, and then we just waltz in.
Well, that's why we would knock, to at least be like, hey.
We're here.
You're just like hand sweeping motion towards the doors that are apparently just open.
Well, you gotta let them know. I don't know. It's scary. All right. I don't know what to do right
Well,
now.
okay, if he is a very old vampire, he does enjoy manners, so I'm just gonna knock on the door anyway.
What the fuck are we even doing?
Okay. There's no doors, guys. The doors are open. The doors have been open.
I know, but I'm gonna like knock on the door even though it's open.
I'm not... Okay. Give me 1 second.
Sorry.
Let's see.
I'll be
got more
I'll
for
be
you.
right behind you while you knock on the door.
You hear nothing.
We can't hear you.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so as you guys find yourselves in this little courtyard, and you say that you knock on the door, you get nothing back. But let me see if I can actually give you guys a map. I gotta find the right one. That's not it. That's sick.
We're are we? We're up here.
No, just hold on,
What the
motherfucker. Hold on, goddamn.
Oh,
Yeah, this will be your isometric view. I'm trying to make sure I got the right ones because these are not very well. Yeah, done.
What's with this tiny little part down here? What's that?
I don't know. You don't know. Okay, so you guys find yourselves. J would be your entrance. You
we don't
walk
see
in.
that.
All right. Well, fuck me, I guess. I don't know what you guys can and
I guess.
cannot see.
We see a very
Yeah.
basic blank.
Okay,
Here,
okay,
I will
alright.
show you what I see.
So annoying. Does that help at all?
Yeah, thank you.
Do you guys see things now?
I've been able to see things.
We just can't see your label.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. As long as you guys are just in this area, that's all I really care about. Okay. So you guys find yourselves in the... Oh my god, Paige, stop it. In this first little area. You say you walk up to the doors of the courtyard. This will be the little portcullis area that you're standing in. Let's see. Oh my god, this is kind of weird. That's fine.
We're gonna be tiny.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. As you go through the first two towers, which are notably empty, not even a doorway to go into them, you notice the weather has actually gotten worse. Dismal rain starts to fall, becoming a torrent, and you hear lightning routinely crashing and lighting the sky, followed by peals of thunder that make the castle shudder. Thick, cold fog swirls in this courtyard, Sporadic flashes of lightning lance the weeping clouds overhead as thunder shakes the ground. Through the drizzle, you see torch flames fluttering on each side of the keep's open main doors. Warm light spills out of the entrance, flooding the courtyard. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame. I will say that... What is the... Okay, so the top view is what it looks like from the outside. The bottom one is what it looks like without all the buildings. So that gray middle area is the actual castle itself.
Yep.
The entrance are these little weird brown things. So these are the doors that are spilling out light. Yeah, and high above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass. The walls that are enclosing the courtyard are 90 feet high, and yeah. What would you guys like to do?
All right. Well, we showed up. Uh-oh. You sure about this?
We're already here. If he is an ancient vampire, he probably already knows about us being here already. He literally sent me a letter without knowing where I was.
And the carriage showed up, and the doors are open. Every sense in Jotun's being right now is screaming to fucking run. Okay, let's go. You coming, Deirdre?
Unfortunately, yes.
It's okay. If anything happens, you run. I'll be here.
Oh,
I got
fuck
you
off.
guys. I got you. Try to be nice.
Don't fucking tell me to run.
She's not a runner.
All right.
Okay.
Why is he saying damn?
Fuck was that? Huh?
Why? Neotix is saying damn.
What?
All right.
Oh, because you rolled bad HP. Alright,
Do I
so
see
hold on,
anything?
Neo. For
Yeah.
whenever you roll HP, if you get less than the average, or the average of your HP roll, you can take it. So like, so those ones, actually, hold on.
Right.
Yeah, so those ones won't be ones; they'll be the average, which will be like 4.
So it'll be 644.
Yes. I tell everybody that you roll for
Okay,
HP. If you get less than the average, just take the average. If you get higher than the average, keep what you got.
Great. Great. Because I was about to. Anyway, thank you. Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good. I got you. All right,
How do we do it?
everybody. Welcome home. I don't know how much you
Holy
guys can
shit.
see, so
Yay.
go fucking look. By the way, I hate to say it, but these are literally the maps that they produced for me. So if it gets janky, I will just go and find my own. But we will try and do our best to work with what we got. Now,
Yeah.
you all find yourselves in the entrance to the castle. The ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by fluttering torches and iron sconces. 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors, which is here. Let's see. Yeah, as you approach... Wait. Yes, as you approach these... Wait, what? What the fuck? Oh. Okay. Anywho. Yeah, you find yourself in a great entryway. Cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches and iron scones. So that will be in this little area, you guys. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of this domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand closed to your east, which is here. And to the north, a wide staircase climbs up to darkness, which is over here. A lit hallway to the south, which should be here, contains another set of bronze doors, though through which you hear sad and majestic organ tones. As you all enter, you've noticed, other than this organ music and the thunder and lightning crashing outside, you've yet to see another soul. Yeah. Oh. And suddenly, out of nowhere, you see an elf with brown skin and long black hair descends the wide staircase to the north, quiet as a cat. For a second, you don't notice him. Then he just instantaneously appears halfway downstairs, wearing a gray cloak over black studded leather armor that has a polished scimitar hanging from his belt. He says, "My master is expecting you."
Thank you. Can you take us to him, please?
He nods. And then you see that he walks all of you over here. And he points towards the door and he nods. Please.
I'm going to walk up to the door and I'm going to knock again before opening it.
Okay. As you walk into this this guest hall that he walked you into, you can see the torchlights fluttering against the walls. To the east is an arched hallway stretching for 20 feet, which you guys... ending at a spiral staircase that goes up and down. Next to the hallway is a suit of armor, and it's oiled and glistening, standing at attention in a shallow alcove, which is this little guy by Mugwort. To the west is double doors that hang slightly open, a steady bright light escaping through the opening. And you can hear the swells of organ music coming from behind the doors, spilling their melody of power into the hall. And let's see. Okay. You all enter. As you enter, you notice that the elf stays behind. The doors closing behind you. Not locking, just closing. 3 enormous chandeliers brilliantly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls, supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delectable foods. Roasted beast basted in savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables. Places are set for each of you with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. But the center of this wall, between floor to ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that speaks in its tones of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in raptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops, and as a deep silence falls over the dining room hall, it slowly turns to you. Welcome. Welcome all. Welcome to my home. Please, please, all of you, come, find a seat. Make yourselves at home. As he walks towards the table, you see that he pulls his chair, sits down, and then all 3 chairs around the table scoot away.
Mugwort is going to be the first one to sit down, and she's going to say to him, "You play beautifully."
Thank you, thank you. I'm so glad to see that another purveyor of arts is able to enjoy what I have to offer. Jotun, Theodora, please make yourselves at home. I promise you, I mean no harm. You are those of cloth, and I respect that. In fact, I find it endearing about you both, and I cannot help but commend you for your endless devotion and faith.
So why did you take it away?
I did not take anything. In fact, I am the one who has had stolen. But that matters not. Please, would you all come and join me for a meal? You guys gonna join them?
Yeah,
I'm already
I'm
sitting down.
sitting at the table.
Okay.
You're still
Yeah,
at
I don't
the
know. Nobody
fucking
else has said anything
doors.
other than we're hanging out.
Doink. I don't know. My bad.
You're good.
That's fine.
As you all sit, you can hear a light tone being played on the organ, almost as if it's playing itself. It is quite nice to be able to enjoy a nice meal with what I can hope to be called, what's the word? Not friends.
Acquaintances?
Yes. With what I can hope to assume will be new acquaintances. I want to say welcome all of you to Barovia, and I hope that your travels here have been not been too weathered. I know it can be quite a dreary place out there, and I just want to make sure that you all are safe, comfortable.
I do appreciate everything that you have done for us so far, but I am confused on why you asked us here.
And in time that will become apparent. But for now, I simply wish to make a comfort for the creatures that have come to this land. For you see, this is a cursed land, one that is full of misery and despair. We all have our moments of that, things taken from us, loved ones cherished and gone. You all know a bit of that in life, as you are all adventurers from distant lands and walks of life. Yet you all come under under one common goal: to find yourselves and to find peace and harmony. And for that I have to applaud you all. Jotun, being a very wonderful soldier and warrior, strong on the battlefield, guiding those with a beautiful light and striking down foes as you can. Theodora, making wonderful inventions, serving your gods, but mostly your people. A beautiful race, wonderful craftsmen, the best metalmen and workers of best metal workers and smiths that the world has to offer. And Mugwort, cast away, unsightly, of course, but not at your own fault. Hiding, doing what you can to survive. Yet you are quick, you are cunning, you are light on your toes, and you keep your wits about you, never straying too far from yourself or your goals. I have to say, a bunch like this it's impressive. Yet, lost. A brave woman. An elf named Lara. And a gloom stalker, a hunter of the night named Kill. Sadly succumbs to the world and its inhibitions. I too pray for them, their souls, and for your safety. And you see that he stops for a moment. His head bows for just a second as he puts his hands together. Not normal prayer, but fingertips together, palms open, separated, as he sits down, and you see for just a second the air grows quiet before he then looks back up. So tell me, what do you make of this depressive world that you found yourselves in?
An unpleasant. Why I said it like that? It's dark and gloomy, and no one's happy, and I just want to make other people happy, but like, it's pretty bad out there, you know. So, um, if you could just knock it off, that would be cool.
You want me to knock it off? I do not understand.
Well, well, you're like this big legendary vampire, right? You're like the reason that the curse is here.
Me? A vampire? You are assuming a bit too much, my friend. Have you heard
Him?
stories? Have you heard the treacheries that were enacted upon me?
I heard, I heard you were a pretty bad guy, and like some pretty bad guy.
With all due respect, sir, there has been quite a few negative rumors that we have heard, and not hearing your side of the story has strayed our minds toward a certain direction, at least in caution.
I see. It seems that I have been painted in a very disgusting picture, and I have to apologize for that. As you see, I am not that monarchical, tyrannical leader that many think. In fact, I am lost. This is not my world. This is not my domain. I am simply a prison, stuck in my own mind, succumbing to the darkness, succumbing to the curse, succumbing to that which is darker than death itself. And so, of course, this spreads to the lands, consuming everything, and those who come do not often go. And so word travels, speaking of my treachery, of my danger, disillusion, whatever have you. But I assure you, it is not so. I was a young man when I came to this land, lost, and not sure of myself. I wish to seek the answers to the world. What makes it go tick? What causes the sun to rise and the moon to fall? And one day, my love, my beloved, lost, stolen by my own brother. Upon finding out, he attempted to strike me down, attempted to shut me up, to take claim of this land for the holiness. And at this point, you notice that he grabs one of the glasses in his hands of the beautiful liquid, and he's strong gripping this shit. Like you start to hear like in the glass, his long nails starting to kind of grip it very tightly. Stolen, claiming that the gods sent him. That his fate is more important than love. That I am the one who shall be beseeched. And stolen she was. Not just in marriage, but immortality. I was struck down by him, sent into an abyss, lost. It was only until years later when I have come back, finding my way out of it, following the light, that I found out he took her life and his own. And now I sit and I wait for a day that my suffering ends. But this world remains like an endless clock, going on and on and on. But yet I wait, and I pray for the day it ends. He releases the tension of the glass. He takes a drink, some of the amber liquid flowing down his cheeks. He sets it down on the table. But I did not invite you all to hear about my sad stories. I am so sorry again that you have heard very many treacherous things, but I assure you, like you all, I am lost, trying to find my way in this world. And so I ask you, worry not about me, for I am stuck, forever bound to her corpse, the spirit that lies within this castle, keeping me here. But I've rambled enough. I must go and tend to business. Got to make sure that those who are hopeless can find what they are looking for. Those who are lost need their path. And so, I bid you all a good night. Please help yourselves to food and drink. You may find the elf, Rahedim, outside waiting to help you with your badja. If you find yourselves a bit intrigued, you may find libraries around the lands of Barovia, telling the various stories of the treacheries committed upon my people and myself. What's the word I'm looking for? I incentivize you all to take the time, if you can, to read, to learn, and to come up with an opinion of your own. Judge me not for what you have heard, but judge me for my actions. Now, I know you will have quite a lot on your plate, but I assure you, all will be well.
This is a lot of food.
And he stands up. He bows to you all elegantly. Farewell, my acquaintances. And then
Real
after that,
quick, before you go, would you mind if I take a look in your library if you have one?
he disappears into a mist of black.
God damn it.
Rising at his feet, swirling upwards as he just kind of like looks like he disappears into it, but it's just a fine black smoke. You hear the doors open, the brown elf standing outside. I await your departure. What do you guys want to do?
I'll take the tastiest looking piece of food that I can.
All right, you begin eating. As soon as you take a bite into this tainted, oh, this is some really good shit. This is the best food you've had since you've been here.
Oh my god. You guys have to try this. It's so good.
He picks up a drumstick and just stops for a second.
Are you
looks at
fucking
it,
stupid?
and just keeps going.
If he was gonna kill us, he would have killed us, right? I haven't eaten since before I got to camp, and I traveled for a day. Alright? I'm hungry.
Did you not
Sorry.
pack fucking rations? Why
I
are you
ran
eating
out.
some-
I'm a big guy. I only brought 10. I only had 10 when I met you guys originally, and then, you know, I eat like 5 of them a day, and we've been out here for a while now, and you know, I found berries, and there was I don't want to talk about it, but I had to follow an owl bear, and it was really rancid. It was awful.
Just let the man eat. If something bad happens, something bad happens. We're past
This
the
is
point
so
of no
good. You
return.
guys are missing out. Just another mouthful.
Tainted. Roll me. Actually, I don't even need you to. You gain 2 temporary HP.
Hey. I tell you, you guys are missing out, man. It's the best.
The last time any of us were offered food, Tug ate a child's heart. I don't fucking trust none of this. No matter how good it looks.
He doesn't know. That's great.
That's awful. And understandable. But this is good.
I'm just gonna
keep
start
eating.
walking toward the elf, nodding.
Are you ready to depart?
I am. I'm not sure about them.
Well,
I'm gonna grab the rest of
I'm
the
ready to
bird
get
with
the
me.
fuck out of here.
Alright, Jotun takes a fucking plate of food and a glass of wine. And Rahidin just nods his head. And with that, you are all escorted back outside. And find yourselves back outside the castle of Ravenloft. He takes you back outside of the courtyard, back towards the what you call it? The 2 towers. You cross the bridge, and the black carriage that had taken you in is gone. It's no longer parked outside. Rahadin meets you at the gates. I bid you all farewell. And as he walks back across the drawbridge, disappearing into the warm light, you hear the as the bridge is pulled up. The drawbridge is now closed. The entrance to Ravenloft empty. What stands between you and the entrance to this is now a 50-foot wide, 1,000-foot drop pit.
Jesus.
The food that you are carrying with you, Tainted, is fucking delicious.
It's so good.
As you're coming outside, though, it's still pouring rain. And as you get outside of the gates, you notice that it's quietened down. Soft rumbling in the background. It's gone from a downpour drizzle to a light rain. You do your best to try and stop the food from getting wet, but the wine itself gets spoiled because of the water, and some of your food is ruined. But you do manage to eat a pretty good chunk of it before most of it gets ruined to the rain.
Oh man, you guys really missed out. That was good. I don't know what he put in it or whatnot, but if it was poisoned, it was worth it.
Well, let's just hope it wasn't people.
Either way, it was really good.
Anyway.
What would you guys like to do?
I guess we're gonna start heading off. There looks like there's a path. Do you guys want to follow that?
I'm okay with that. Can I put the plate and the fork in my bag?
Yeah, you can put a silver plate and fork in your backpack.
It was silver?
The plate and the fork was silver?
Well, I mean, that's what I just said.
Huh, okay.
Now, if there's any werewolves or anything, I'm just gonna stab them with a fork, bash them on the head with a plate, dude. This is my
Home
new
Alone
fucking
shit. Fucking like Iron Man, Captain America throws the fucking sting at somebody.
Yeah.
bonks
Oh
them
my
in the forehead.
god.
About to play frisbee with a fucking lichen.
Oh my god.
Okay. You all exit. It is 11 a.m. It has been about an hour. And you all find yourselves outside the towers of Ravenloft.
Do we want to continue on this path?
I mean, what other fucking choice do we have right now? Climb some hills to God knows where.
Yeah, that's why I assumed. Alright,
I
we're
don't-
following the path.
Where are we going? Like, you just gonna
I
follow
saw-
the path back, or like what path?
Well, there's
You guys can
a
draw.
path here in front of it. Okay.
Yeah. I've never stopped you guys from drawing. I'll say that. Like, the whole point of having it is to help for things like this.
So we could go back and while I was driving the carriage, yeah, I saw a little split in the road here.
Yes. we
Pretty
are
sure you
going
weren't
through.
actually driving, but sure.
I was in the front though. You know, why you gotta rain on my parade, man? I
You're
didn't even get
just
to finish
pats him on the
my-
arm as she passes.
Mugwort's actually gonna do the same thing. It's okay, buddy.
Okay.
Okay. You all make your way back. That being said, this is about a mile. I know it's a good 2 miles. Your limitations are 3 miles an hour, so it takes you guys about 40 minutes to get there. So it's about 11:40, almost noon. At this point, the rain has settled down as you all get farther and farther away from the castle. And yeah, you do find yourself in a fork of the road, and I can give you a little example. Let's see if there's anything.
You run gargoyles.
Wasn't there something weird in the path?
Was there? I have no idea. Yeah, you guys find yourselves at what look to be like these two large, these medium-sized tower. Nowhere as high as a normal one, but it does have what looks to be like a very simple wrought iron gate in it. And you'll notice very similar to the very beginning. These wrought iron gates are both broken and off on the ground, and they are rarely large. These towers are about 80 feet high. These gates are about 40 feet tall, but notably, you can walk right through the bars. It doesn't seem like this is something meant to stop humans or small creatures.
That's disgusting. Is there? So these towers are like. Is there any access into them, or is it just like the towers for the foundation of the gate?
Just the foundation of the gate. These aren't armed towers. They're just like giant
You see,
stone
that's what I was thinking.
thing.
Was like
you can walk up to the
Gotcha.
very top of it, but it's a giant spiral that just gets you on a roof that's like 80 feet tall. Notably, the doors are busted off of them. The wooden doors that lead to the towers are destroyed. It's open, decrepit, very dusty. Nobody's touched this in years.
there. What time does it look like?
Noon.
Yeah.
Neo, can you is there okay, well
Yeah.
are you in the middle of creating are you in the middle of creating the character, or have you finished making him?
I'm in the middle of it. I'm choosing the spell. That's basically
Okay.
the last thing, except for the feet.
Alright, so
Those are the only two.
reason I was asking is because isn't it a specific thing that gives you that ability to do that?
Yes, the Order of the Scribe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are you asking?
I'm trying to get, like, what is it that gives you that ability to change
Oh,
that? Or are you saying it's specifically...
It's called
Go ahead.
It's called Awaken Spellbook. It's in the subclass Order of the Scribe. It says as second. I'll just paste it on the.
Oh, so when you cast a spell with a spell slot, you can temporarily replace its damage type
Yep.
with a type that appears in another spell, which magically alters it. The latter spell must be the same level.
Yeah.
Yes, so if you have fucking magic, if you have Fireball and you have another spell that's like
Exactly.
lightning, yeah, you making a lightning Fireball. Wow,
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yep. Same
But
thing.
the thing is,
So
chromatic orb.
you're asking about the chromatic orb one. I am gonna say yes to
Okay, great.
that, because chromatic orb can be a varying different types.
Yep.
Yes, I will say that because it does allow you. So yeah, you could use it that way.
Thank you. I'll get back to it.
Alrighty. Group, would you like to continue down the left path?
Yeah, this way.
Yeah, boy. Okay, as you guys get to the other side, that will
I
be...
changed my mind. I don't like the way you said that.
Same.
Noon hits as you get into the forest. This weird growth around this tower and these hills makes it a little congested. A light fog seems to be rolling throughout the lands, but for the most part, it's a relatively safe travel. Would you all like to continue walking?
I don't like how this fog is feeling.
I don't like those
Deirdre's
DMs
gonna keep
sounding.
going regardless of what they say, because we lost Tug to the fog. Maybe we'll find him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so the Old Vallis Road transitions here from being a winding path through the Balanock Mountains, which is the area around his castle, to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley, which to give tainted the idea of all this jazz to make it make a bit more sense. So you see the lines that are on this, right? Like these black lines.
Mhm.
So they are
Yeah,
indicating
hills.
that they go down. So you guys would
Yep,
be. Yep. Okay,
At the
so
bottom.
yeah.
bottom
This
of
is the actual chasm that you guys find yourselves in. That's the wrong one.
Yep.
Let's get rid of that.
Yeah, no, I remember that from watching the VOD.
Yeah, because thankfully me and Deirdre had to figure that one out.
Yeah.
in the heart of this valley. You
It do
see-
go down.
So as you guys are walking, this path here that leads to this, it's not a very large incline. It's like 15, 20 feet difference from the valley into this. So it's like literally just like go up a little hill and you're there. In the heart of the valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake. Oh, that's way north of you guys on the opposite. We can ignore that part. Okay. So a branch in the road leads west to a promontory, atop which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill. Its warped wooden vanes stripped bare.
Are we up to the windmill?
No, I'd say you guys are still
Okay.
probably about like here or so. At this point, it is high noon. But you are high enough in the valley that you can see a little bit over like this part of the hill. The one closest north to you is a little bit harder to see over. But you can see this small little windmill at the end of this valley. And you all continue making your way until you do get a bit closer, finding yourself either taking the northern road and continuing, or you can stop here to the west and check out this windmill.
How are you guys feeling about this windmill?
I think I like it.
There's not
I
much
like
else
it
we
a
can
lot.
look at around here unless, again, we just want to climb over some fucking hills.
Yeah, I think we go to the windmill.
Okay. This onion-domed edifice leans forward and to one side, as though trying to turn away from the stormy gray sky. You see gray brick walls and dirt-covered windows on the upper floors. A decrepit wooden platform encircles the windmill above a flimsy doorway leading to the building's interior. Perched on a wooden beam above the door is a raven. It hops about and squawks at you, seemingly agitated.
What is it? What's wrong?
Roll me an insight check.
An insight check?
Yes. It'll be in your skills. You notice this raven is trying to warn you. As it hops around on the wooden beam, you see it then. You understanding its mannerisms, and it flies off north towards Vallaki, over the village or over the forest.
Okay, what I'm gathering from that whole thing was either don't go into the windmill or it's trying to get help.
So either we're idiots and walking into danger, or we're potentially ignoring someone who's in danger, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Right, fantastic.
I know.
Do I know? Does Jotun know that he's east of Vallaki? Would that be something that he knows?
No, you've never been here before.
Heard.
Based off of the map you have, I will say that you don't know it's the town of Vallaki, but you know it's a town. That being said, some of the players did get updated maps from Ismark, so I will say that he gave you at least enough information to know where Vallaki is, but like, assume you don't know that's the town of Vallaki.
Okay.
Are we approaching the windmill?
I am not sure. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
How far away are we from the windmill?
About less than 100 feet. Like, it's close enough you can see the front door. You can see the windows. You can see the details of it. Like, this bird, I'll say you guys are at least as close, because the bird was on top of the wooden beam of the front door.
Can I divine sense?
Yeah,
would
same
like
thing
to
as
find
usual,
some.
bro. When you use this, everything,
all evil
it's everything.
everywhere.
Everything
Yeah,
around
but-
you. Like, since you've come into this is only told you strong evil is just everywhere. You do get a sense that actually, hold on, let me make sure I got this right. Let me make sure. I want to give you the right info here. There are 3 fiend creatures inside this building, but you don't know what kinds. But you know there are 3 fiendish creatures in the area.
You guys, there's a few bad things in there. I can't tell what, but I can tell that there's something in there. And I'm not gonna lie, my first instinct is to cleanse it.
Ah, fuck.
That would be a thing between you two. You start talking gibberish at a certain point when you start talking about cleansing and holy things.
Well, evil things are bad and we don't like them is kind of the gist of it.
Well, I figured that much.
Okay, so we're on the same page then?
Sure. How do you
This
want...
is dumb as fuck. Let's just
Yeah.
get it over with.
We don't have to. We can leave. We're in no obligation. I just wanted to let you know that they're here.
Yeah, let's just leave, knowing that there's evil fucking things in there that could potentially kill others who don't have the ability to deal with. That sounds great.
I like your spirit. Okay, let's go.
Margaret, you you get low and hug the wall next to the door. Jotun, would you like to proceed?
Yeah, but first... Wait, there's more. I would like to... Protection from evil and good on Deirdre. Make sure I'm using my spell slots real quick. I've used 2 so far. I've not used 2. The other one was
What type of creature?
You said it was fiends?
Okay. All right, you gain protection from evil and you gain protection from fiends, Deirdre. This gives you
It should be all of them, I believe.
1 willing creature. So
One, no, not everybody. Yeah, she gets protection from all of these creatures, though. Aberration, Celestial.
no, it's 1 willing creature gains against certain types. It doesn't even say which one, so I'm gonna have it just cover all of them. So even good guys like Celestials and Fays. So what this does is creatures of those types will have disadvantage against you. Also, you cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Sweet.
Okay. You feel a holy light. Feel your body a little bit, Deirdre, making you feel a little bit more confident in your clerical prowess. Okay. You open the door. You see the ground floor. And let's see if I got a mappily map. This will probably expose a bunch of shit, but fuck it. I'm assuming you guys can't see a fucking thing, eh?
Yeah,
No,
we
didn't.
can't see anything.
Perfect. Ta-da! Welcome home, guys. Does it make you guys see that now?
Yep.
Alright, perfect.
Just the left half, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Right up here. Oh, never mind.
Okay. That's the little raven. That's going, caw, caw, and then he leaves. Okay. All right. You see yourself at the entrance. You
Yeah, I'll walk up and open this door.
The ground floor has been converted into a makeshift kitchen, but the room is filthy. Baskets and old dishware are piled everywhere. Adding to the clutter is a peddler's cart, a chicken coop, and a heavy wooden trunk in a pretty wooden cabinet with flowers painted on its doors. In addition to the clucking of the chickens, you hear toads croaking. A lot of them. The sweet smell of pastries blends horridly with the stench that burns your nostrils. The awful odor comes out of an open, upright barrel in the center of a room. Warmth issues from a brick oven against one wall, which will be the southwest. And a crumbling staircase ascends the wall across from it. Shrieks and cackles from somewhere higher up causes the old mill to shudder. The ceiling here is 8 feet high.
I did not mean to shut that. I will take a step inside. And you said there's food in here?
Yeah,
It's like a makeshift kind of kitchen. Does it seem like edible food, or is it like weird shit with like the crackling?
You see pastries being baked in the oven. There's various fruit. Jesus, you want me to just read it all over you? God damn.
No, not all. Not no. I was just wondering if there was any like sketchy looking fucking food. Obviously, the ovens in the ovens, the muffins in the oven, or cupcakes or whatever they are, the pastries. But I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's all. That's all I can give you, brother.
Jotun, what are you doing?
I'm just looking around. I don't know. I was just seeing.
You're just gonna walk in?
And as you begin to step out, Jotun, you hear a couple of crunches as you look down on the floor. You notice small human bones litter the floor. And as you step back out,
it's not good. There's bones, guys. There's a lot of bones.
That's why I asked why you were stepping in. You didn't even look at anything.
I was looking. I had to step in to see.
No, this is the kind of stuff that I do. You can't just walk in like that immediately.
My bad. I'm sorry. Sorry. I wasn't thinking about it. I honestly didn't even see you there.
Well, we are fucked now. Between the raven and the chickens and the toads, whoever's in there probably knows we're already here.
the chicken and toads are constant.
But the raven isn't.
Well, the door was closed.
That doesn't mean they couldn't hear it.
Same and vice versa. So what do you guys want to do?
Whoever is in there is they're laughing.
I think we know exactly who's in there. Can't you smell it?
I can smell it. That's why my hair immediately stood on end. I don't like this.
Sorry about that. It was the food from the castle.
What?
I farted.
Oh my god.
You're not making any sense. You just move, please.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I would like to stealthily stick my head inside.
Okay. And then what? Nothing's changed.
Alright, I'm gonna take a step inside.
Okay. Same thing as I told him. You smell all those things. You hear the croaking, the clucks. You see the peddler's crate. You see the big chest, the barrel in the front. I need to know what you're doing.
I'm going to turn back around to Jotun. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna start going up the stairs. I need you to tell Deirdre.
I'm right fucking here.
I didn't know if you could hear me or not.
Oh yeah,
Deirdre
you guys
like
aren't
stepped
exactly
at the door
whispering.
and is yeah.
Well,
Deirdre
I'm whispering.
stepped towards the door and is like in the door frame looking at you.
Okay, well then with that, I'm gonna start sneaking up the stairs.
Okay. All right, hold on. Okay. As you begin walking up Mugwort, you find yourself here to the right. Oh, that's right. I gotta do this real quick. Okay, as you walk up, you see a haggard, heavy-set old woman pushing around a few old bones and stirring up a cloud of white dust with her broom. She wears a blood-stained, flour-caked apron, and a large, sharp bodkin impales her bundled-up mound of gray hair. The dirt-caked windows allow very little light to enter this 8-foot-high chamber, most of which is taken up by a large millstone connected to a wooden gear shaft that rises through the ceiling in the center of the room. A stone staircase continues up, connecting towards the sound of loud cackling. This woman is not noticed you, Mug.
I'm gonna turn around and I'm going to gesture to both of them that it seems fine that they start walking up.
Are you gonna go all the way up the stairs?
No, I'm gesturing to the other two that they can follow behind me at the moment.
Okay. So then I ask you, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take another step forward.
All right. Jotun, Deirdre, you guys gonna just walk in?
I'll try to stay a little stealthy.
Stealth check.
Yeah, against her normal nature, she will also try and be more stealthy and is going to use guidance on herself while doing so.
Okay. Roll that stealth, baby.
Trying to remember if my armor gives me disadvantage. I think it does.
If it's heavy, it does. Depending on what
Trying to remember
kind of
if it's
medium.
heavy.
What armor are you wearing?
Yes, it is heavy. It's
Yeah, you got it. Okay.
also gets a D4.
Okay, you all make your way up the stairs behind Deirdre. Behind Mug. Deirdre, you just barely get enough. Oh no, you wouldn't be able to see that. You're coming up the stairs, but you still can't see over the lip of this yet. Same thing with you, Jotun. I'll put you guys there. Continue.
How tall is it?
What?
The ceiling?
8 feet.
I'm 7'7". As soon as I
You're
take a step, I can,
yeah, but you're on stairs. It ain't.
I know.
Yeah, you're like halfway
I'm
down.
just-
You could see like eye level with the floor. That's about it. But Deirdre can't. Not yet. All right. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to turn to Deirdre more specifically, and I'm gonna say, I think this might be the hag. She has a blood-stained apron on.
No fucking shit. Who else would it be?
I just wanted to inform you. So what's the plan? Do we want me to sneak in more?
I've got holy water on you, don't you?
I've got
No, I don't.
You used it already?
Did you give me holy water at some point?
Yeah, I gave everyone in the party, I think it was 3 vials each.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did not add those, so give me one moment, sorry.
All right. And as you are all talking amongst each others, Oh, hello there, dearie. As Mugwort, she walks over and sees you, all of you. Oh, we have guests. Hello, hello. You all do not need to be sneaking around, you know. You may call out for Mother Borg. I promise I shall not hurt. Are you all here for some of our pastries?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I have a beautiful set of pastries being baked downstairs. If you all could please come with me, I may serve you. And she ushers you all back down the stairs. Are you all going to agree?
Sure, what else could we do right now?
Anything?
We'll head back downstairs.
Can I open this window and jump out?
Nope. If you
God.
do, I'll make you take like hella damage. Alright, you all come back down as the old lady ushers you down. You make your... just move somewhere, please. As she comes down, she walks pretty much past everything, and she goes towards the oven. You can see she bends over in front of it. They're so delicious. Oh, you are going to be so very pleased by this wonderful meal. So, please, weary adventurers, tell me, what brings you to this dreary world? Such lively faces, I would hate to see you all in such a distraught, disgusting land.
I did actually hear about
did
your
not mean to click.
pastries.
I'm trying to scroll.
I was wondering if I would be able to get maybe some of the secret ingredients in it. They are just absolutely so delicious.
Oh, dearie. Sorry, but that's what keeps it secret. Mother Morg has to have her recipes to herself. You see, there's a lot of tender love and care that goes into these very, very cherishable pastries. Many come from across the lands just to taste these delectable treats. I cannot simply part with my secrets. A cook never shows their tricks. And you see she pulls out the beautiful tray of pastries, and she sets them down on top of the barrel that was in the middle of the room. And you guys smell the beautiful aroma filling the air now.
I'm going to just hard eye Jotun for a second.
I'm just gonna shake my head. Look, I'm not gonna eat the muffins.
So, would you all care to take one? I am charging simply 1 gold, but for you lot, I could let go of 3 for free.
For free? That's not a very sound business practice.
Ah, but it is, to give out samples, so that way you might come back for more. It's a good business etiquette. It's very often that we'll visit towns, gifting them to the children, hoping that maybe their parents would love to come visit our festivals. Maybe buy a few food and trinkets along the way.
Festival, you say?
Yes, of course. There's a festival every week in Vallaki. The beloved burgomaster, he holds one every single week. And so, I browse the area, gaining the finest ingredients, taking them and creating the most delectable pastries and finest foods for the festivals.
Right. That sounds like a lovely time. I do have a quick question for you, though.
Yes, dearie.
If I may, I notice that there are bones that I am not used to seeing. You wouldn't happen to know what those are, would you?
Oh, dearie, yes, of course. You see, my husband is a famed hunter across the lands, and every now and then he'll bring back some of the most prized possessions. Unfortunately, these beasts seem to be a bit uncanny, and so, some must unfortunately be fed to our pets and the ravens in the areas. And so we receive gifts every morning from said creatures of the forests, prizes. And so we use the bones to craft beautiful medicines, wonderful trinkets of jewelry to try and keep the evil spirits at bay. You see she produces a tiny little charm. It looks like it's got a couple wolf teeth, a couple of frog bones in it. It kind of represents like a little bone wreath. It's got a couple of opal gems in it. It looks pretty much as druidic of a symbol that you could get.
The pastries that she pulled out, do I recognize them?
I mean, yeah, you've seen them before. They're pastries. Like, I'm not going to answer that question because you know the answer.
So, do you all care to take one? At least, if not for now, for the road. They stay warm for quite a while under the correct conditions.
Jotun, what are you rolling for?
I was gonna, if she was lying about the bones.
Is she lying about the bones? Let's see.
Because you said like small humans
It's small creatures and animals.
when we first showed up.
You did say human.
I did. Yeah, these are small creatures. You don't believe the source. You don't know what kind of bones, but you didn't like her answer.
And then is she looking at me? Like, would I be able to hold up my hand to Mugwort without her seeing
No.
it?
You're all openly like splayed out.
Sure, I'd be willing to take one for the road. Do you have a bathroom I could use, possibly?
A bathroom? You mean an outhouse?
Yes.
No, unfortunately, we have to use the woods.
Oh, would you mind if I use the woods really quick?
Oh, of course. Please, before you go.
And you see that she grabs one of the pastries and she very gently wraps it in a nice, a beautiful leaf ensemble. And she sticks a little like pin in it to keep it secure. And she pushes it towards you, Mugwort.
Please. I assure you, you will love these. And it'll be great. Fills you with invigorating health. Lovely. It stops the aging process, you see.
And she kind of like points to herself as she takes a bite of one.
Oh, these are so divine. This is a wonderful batch today.
Yeah, in turn, I'm actually going to force a gold piece in her direction.
Like, what do you mean?
Because the original price of these is 1 gold piece.
No, what does forcing a gold piece mean?
Oh, I'm like kind of like aggressively giving her the gold piece.
Okay, she takes it.
Well, thank you.
And she gives you the pastry.
My, so very generous. I knew you all were a beautiful sorts. Venturers from here far tend to come, but I could always tell a good soul when I see one. Here, dearies, I bid you all take some.
And you see that she grabs 2 more, she puts them in a bag, and then she hands them to you, Jotun.
I will eat these later. I just ate, you see, not too long ago.
Oh, of course. I do not want to see you overstuffed. That would be terrible for your health.
How kind of you.
Now, is there anything else that I can...
Question for you. Said they keep under the right conditions. Exactly what would those conditions be?
Oh, dearie, getting them soaked or wet will ruin them. It's basic cooking and keeping things safe and secure. I would hate to see your spoil upon the road simply because you left them out too long. Now, is there anything else that I can help you all with? You seem very busy. I can tell quite a lot is on your minds.
The tension in the air is thick as you all stand around aimlessly with these pastries. Mugwort, have you left yet?
Not yet. I was going to look at Deirdre for a moment, and I'm just going to outright... You wouldn't happen to be a hag, would you?
Yeah, you looked at Deirdre and said that?
No, like I looked at
We're
Deirdre
like,
and then I turned back
shared a-
to... Yeah.
Are you doing that, Jotun?
Yeah, as soon as she asks it.
You pull out your thing, and what do you say?
Uthundra.
She looks at you. She's kind of confused. What is this? A hag? No, no, dearie. I am Miss Morgantha. I am a simple maiden who makes pastries for the festivities. I live alone with my two daughters upstairs. They help tend to the fields. We continue making this place as safe as we can. But the hag, no, no. Decrepit creatures, disgusting and vile.
Jotun, nothing happens.
No true form is concealed.
Nothing happens.
Would you happen to know anything about any hags around? Because we saw one.
Oh, you saw a creature. Disgusting. I fear for you. To get too close to them is a dangerous, dangerous life indeed. Have I seen any? No. But I hear this order. Those that commune with the undead, and those who commune with the shadows, known as the were-raven. The keeper of feathers, as they are known colloquially. They've been known to dabble in dark arts, trying to scheme and plot to take over this land. But it's futile. They come and go like shadows, gone. One moment's there, the next disappear. I would keep my eye out, but those are the closest we have to hags. I've heard of many witches coming and stealing children from the villages, and so we do our best to try and tend to the children of Vallaki, to give them hope and give them a sense of security and peace.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll another insight check on that. I don't trust her at all.
Yeah, she's telling the truth.
So another question for you, if you will. Why did my friend here sense that you were all fiendish creatures of sorts?
Oh, that's a very simple project, you see.
And she pulls out a necklace that has what looks to be like a glass eyeball on it. And like noticeably, like it's an eyeball encased in glass, floating in liquid, so like it spins a lot when she pulls it out.
You see, we carry these wards of decrepit creatures to keep them at bay. It is a sign from the gods, the morning mother. Sorry, was that what it? Or the morning lord and mother knights protect us with these charms. They are given to us. Apparently, these creatures were once great demonics. Using their eyes allows all to see true evil, to see the guise of those around them, and to see the true intentions. It is what keeps us. It's what gives us sight to be able to see those creatures of the night, to be able to stop those wicked and evil from encroaching upon our windmill.
In fact, yeah, that evil presence is coming from this eyeball.
Okay, yeah, she's actually building a good case.
Now, are you all done peddling for questions? I feel as if this is not your true intentions.
The eye starts to jostle around, quickly darting between all three of you and Morgana, or Morgantha.
I'm not going to lie. We originally, at least me, did have different intentions.
I came in here to kill you. I thought you were evil.
Oh, it's all right, dearie. It's fine. It is not anything I have yet to do here. Quite a lot of adults do not like us. They see our pastries as evil, because they quite simply make the children so happy. It is sad to see that even the adults succumb to the dreariness, and that is why we try our best to give children hope, to hope that they grow up one day brighter than those that raised them.
I'm sorry, I don't buy any of this fucking shit. Your pastries turned into human hearts in my friend's bag.
Human hearts? What? How could that be?
Don't know. You tell us, because that happened a little after we watched you go down the road with your cart. Talked to some parents who gave you a kid that you slammed into the cart, and then you gave them something that turned them into wolf people.
Are you
At least that's
are
what he
you
saw.
accusing me of something I would never do? Begone! How dare you speak disrespectful language in my own home, especially after being gifted such a beautiful pastry.
And you see, as you say that, she has like a couple. Grabs a pastry, tears it in half, and it's just normal pastry. But at you calling her or trying to call her bullshit, she slams her hand on the pastry dish. Boom! Puts a dent in it, and you can see some of the pastries fly up. She's clearly angered.
Begone, all of you! Disrespectful fiends! How dare you speak bad on Mother Morgantha?
And she begins to shoo you all out. And as she ushers you out the door, she says,
Do not show your faces here again, disrespectful cretins!
and with that, door is shut. As the door shuts, a moment goes by. You no longer hear the cackling inside, and then you notice something. The windmill changes shapes. The old shamble of its it fades. You see cracks all over it. You see trails of blood leading from the path to the front door. You see various skulls and bones littered outside. Small bones, various creatures, and you do see various dead creatures around, decrepitly deteriorating and decaying, almost like as if it's been here for years.
That did not go how I thought it was going to go.
This is why I fucking need Tug. Don't have the patience for this shit.
Alright, you guys gonna do anything here?
Well, you're just gonna be crossing your arms and staring at the other two.
I'm not sure. Was she telling the truth?
From what I could tell, yeah. And then I did my stuff on her, and nothing happened. So she's either really strong or she was telling the truth. And I did feel the presence coming from the eyeballs, so I don't know. And then we got ushered out really quick after that, so I couldn't do any more little tests, you know.
That
We really need to do any more gestures to the dead corpses and shit around them in the bloody building.
Well, if
are
it is
just
a kind
creatures.
old lady, I can't just swing on that, you know? It's
What
awful.
sort of kind old lady would live in a house that's fucking bleeding and has blood trails going up to her?
Who would live here at all ever? This place fucking sucks, pardon my language.
Exactly.
caw, caw.
The raven can be seen flying back at the house. And at this point, it does stop on your shoulder, Mugwort, and then it like grabs your ear and begins to try to fly away, as if it's pulling you. As you like wince in pain or swat at it or whatever, you see that it caws at you very loudly in your face, still like flapping its wing before it flies up, circles, and then heads north.
Alright, what I'm gathering from this bird is that we should go north.
Nothing makes sense. Let's follow the bird.
Fucking knew I should have thrown one of the vials in her face while I had the chance. We've been able to tell then right quick.
Probably.
We probably should have done that at some point, huh?
I mean, it's a shitty door. I could break it down.
Yeah, but what if she is innocent, right? N- Now, I don't have any holy.
Where the fuck is our
virtues.
vampire friend?
That's a good
He
question.
could have some insight.
Gone. Looking for Tug.
I don't think we
Oh,
ever
that's right.
sent him out to look for Tug.
No, he said he was going to go look for Tug.
I couldn't remember that. Really better find a bus and get back. Right, let's just follow this fucking bird for now, because it's either that and get some, maybe, intel. She did say something about were-raven, so maybe that's what that fucking thing is.
As soon as we take a long rest, I'll switch my spells out and I'll talk to the stand bird.
The were-raven, we might not need your spell.
Okay,
Follow.
are we following it?
Yeah, we're following it.
Okay, cool. You make your way around the bends, heading towards town. And this takes you a bit longer than you were expecting. A direct path through the woods seems almost impossible. And you find yourselves walking and coming back into the, what's it called? Old Svalich Road. You can see the town of Vallaki stretching outward in front of you. It takes about a good hour for you all to get here, and making your way downtown. The rain has begun to let up a lot more. It's like the occasional mist here and there, but as you are looking around the area, kind of getting a idea of the landscape around you, you leave this valley, the castle, the windmill, and even the village of Barovia to the far southeast seems to kind of stretch upward and outward from you all as you make your way through this forest. You can feel the beautiful cold air from the lake north of you all kind of hits through the trees and gives you a nice breeze, cooling the air a bit, and the light little rain kind of adds to it. A little chippy crispness to the air. But yeah, you make yourselves towards town, and let's go with this one. All right, so the Old Svalich Road meanders into a valley watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. The thick fog presses up against this wall, as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town in a slumber. This dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are a half-dozen pikes with wolves' head impaled on them.
That doesn't look great.
Is it heads?
Yep, wolf heads.
That's a little strange.
A little bit. Some. Little.
I'm going to assume
Maybe
that
they got a problem with werewolves.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Then again, werewolves, once they're killed, they go back to their original form.
Well, yeah, but maybe they killed regular wolves to show the werewolves that they can kill wolves.
Yeah, that's definitely a probability.
I don't know. These guys seem real big with their omens and like wording stuff. So I figured if the shoe fits, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are we still following those birds?
I mean, I'm going to assume so. He's just in the bathroom at the moment.
Well, Mug,
Yeah.
if this is something about warding off werewolves and all the lot. This might be the best place for us right now.
Actually, yeah, you might be right about that. But that also means if something does happen, this also might be the most dangerous place.
I've followed my god's sign to here. I'm not gonna turn around now.
Whatever decision you make, I will follow you on that.
Alrighty. What are we doing?
Talk behind your back.
Oh well.
Are we
Oh,
going
goddamn
to
start.
start walking toward the stuff?
Yeah. Deirdre's just heading straight for the town, following that.
Okay, you guys come up to the gates, which are closed.
I'm gonna
Two
knock.
guards approach you. Or, well, they're giant iron gates that are see-through. So you do see these two men standing outside, which are actually two guards who are carrying what looks to be like pikes in their hands. Halt! Who goes there?
Trio of misfits who are following a fucking raven that decided to lead us here after we confronted what we think might be some hags or fiends of some sort. Does that answer your question?
What is your business here?
Don't ask us, that's the raven that brought us here.
A raven? What bloody raven? Why are you following birds?
It
Don't ask.
nipped at my goddamn ear. You think I want to follow this thing? It's been bothering me.
Hey, it's a good bird. It's trying to get your attention.
A bird is not enough to deem business. Are you here to carouse? Are you here for business inside the city? Or are you merely passing through?
We are probably going to be carousing and then passing through. Maybe even staying for a night if it's possible.
Alright, fine. But keep your heads about you. There's a lot of undead creatures out there and I'd hate to see you all destroyed. Open the gate! You see, you hear as the two gates open up. The two guards separate, standing at the each side, and the one who addressed you all says, "Keep your wits about you. Do anything wrong, and we'll have you stuck on a pike like them wolves." And you are all able to enter the city.
Before we leave these guards, Deirdre's gonna face them. You said that there's undead about.
What do you mean? Undead live in this world. Of course they're about.
I realize that, but you seem to be speaking like they're more of a problem than normal for this area.
They're always a problem. It's the last safe haven in this world. Of course we have to constantly wait. Have you ever been to this town? God's fucking
No,
outsiders.
this is our first time, actually.
Well, don't stray too far in the fog if you know what your head's about you. Now get along. I don't have time to talk to a bunch of adventurers. I've got a job to do.
Okay. Look, I was trying to go in a roundabout way, saying if you're dealing with undead, I can help. I'm a cleric. I can create holy water.
He looks at
Oh,
you.
no.
Woman, the whole goddamn land is dealing with undead. You think a small little cleric like yourself has any power to do anything? Try your luck.
Fine, if you don't want it, then I'll just not bother.
He ignores you.
Yeah, and Deirdre will start heading into.
Okay. What the fuck? 1 second. Okay, yeah, you guys begin walking through town. Yeah, where you guys want to start? You come in and you're just around some simple residential homes. Nothing exactly too crazy off rip. What the fuck? Let's see. Okay. Notably, as you all get about, let's say, here through town, you will see what looks to be like a stockyard to the south. This area has various carriages and carts, some tents and such that are housed in this area. Let's see, what else do we got in here? We've also got what looks to be like a town square, which can be seen in this area, heading more to the westward direction. You all
Sick.
oh, where the fuck is it? Yeah. That's all I can really give you until you guys decide where you're gonna go.
I can't see anything. Can you guys see something here?
Yes,
On the
you
map?
don't have a token yet, so you don't have vision yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Sure, right.
I have to get your character set up.
I actually have to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Did you finish creating your character, Neo?
Should be. Could you check to see if I'm missing anything? I should be
Which one
finished.
is yours?
The one that wrote it as William.
Okay, yeah, because when I open it, it just tells me to open the character master. I don't know why.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why. Let me refresh my thing. It's not on your end.
Okay.
If you want to go to the bathroom, go ahead. We'll take a quick break. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Go ahead and take a little. If you guys want, we can go ahead and take our 15-minute break right now and get him set up into the game, and you guys can take a.
Yes. Sounds like a good idea to me.
Hell yeah. Okie doke. It's 9:30 for sake of rounding up. Me back at 9:45, I guess. And Neo, let me get your character.
All right.
Oh, perfect. Okay, let's see. Oh, interesting.
What do you mean interesting?
You don't have night vision.
I do have a what?
Yeah, because you're a human. You don't have night vision.
I don't have night vision.
Huh?
What?
Do you know what dark vision is?
Oh, dark vision.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a human theory.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense. Not a lot of races have dark vision. Humans are not one of them. That just means that there will be places where you'll have to take into consideration that it is. What the heck?
The there's the that lost. Well, I don't know. I'll just carry the torch.
Yeah, you'll find sources of light. I no doubt in my mind I mean, I know at least your friends will be able to make sure you can see somehow.
Somehow. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Cool. So, we're gonna make this nice and easy for you to get into.
Okay.
So, what I'm gonna have your character doing is your character will be, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, so you'll be wandering around town, trying to find somebody to help you find your.
Yeah, my dog.
Yes.
I'll be a crazy person. Shout.
Yeah, you don't have to be crazy. But yeah, like you're looking for help. You want somebody who can help you figure out what's going on.
Yes.
And so essentially, you'll find out that the players are on this quest, and you'll then be like, "Hey, would you guys be able to, help me figure out or find what it is that I'm looking for?" And essentially align yourself up with their goals and get you in. And I got the overlay going here. Whenever I get your character done, you'll have a cool little graphic and all that jazz. But that's it for that. I just wanted to pull you in so that way that you had an idea. That way, like, I didn't just throw you into the wolves and you're like, oh, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You could talk about how you've traveled around the land a bit. You've gotten to see some of the disgusting, fucked up things like gray children who look depressed. You might have seen like a couple wolves throughout the forest. Might have heard some ghouls or some ghosts. But for the most part, you stuck to the roads. You stay away from dangerous shit. And now you're in Vallaki, looking for anyone who will help you. That being said, not a lot of people have offered help. For the most part, they hear your cries and say, "Sorry, kid, fog took them." And you're like, "What the fuck's the fog?" And they're just like, good luck. And so your character will be quite confused about the area. And the players will probably be the first people that you meet that aren't inherently just dismissive of you.
All right. And just a heads up, my character is like 58 years old, so I'll be playing as if I'm a crazy old person trying to, because throughout this whole time that I've been here, I've been trying to survive, but didn't know what to do. So I haven't been eating well. There's a very pale skin tone on my skin, and my cheekbones are protruding because of how skinny I've been.
Oh, so you're stressed, you're emaciated, and you're exhausted.
I've just been focusing on therapy. I'm just wandering around, looking everywhere. Don't know what the fog is, but people just treat me as a crazy.
Okay. Do you have a different microphone?
It's my
It's just, there you go. The only reason I was asking is because it did sound like you were quite away. Or quite.
Oh, is this better?
Yeah, that's so much better.
Great. Because I'm using headphones, my headphones were shaped like AirPods.
Mm-hmm.
It is facing away the microphone. Now I fixed it here. It's so much difference.
That's so weird. No worries. Yeah. No worries. Like, I mean, you have a headset and a microphone. I'm not going to be like, oh, you can't play. But I was having a hard time hearing you, and I wanted to make sure that like you didn't have the wrong mic or anything. But cool. Yeah, crystal clear. Cool.
And this is better?
Yeah.
Great.
Coolio. Aw, yeah. Gonna be thick.
Should I tell you how my character works, like fights and everything?
Nope. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of already know how wizards work. If I have any questions, I'll ask you. Like if I'm like, oh, well, can you post this or something? That's probably about it. But yeah, I mean, I have access to your guys' sheets, so like I can always double check it, so on and all that jabbles.
Yeah, because the character I made is slightly gimmicky, but it works.
Oh, interesting.
So what time should I come back again?
What time should you what?
Yeah, because you say 15 minutes break, right? What time was it?
So it's 9:36 for us. 9:45.
Okay, got it. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, doke. The horrors of the fog. Take another one. Poor gal. Just getting ready to kill Doru, and then it gets fucking pulled into the abyss. At least it didn't go out like a Lara.
Yeah, the way
Bitches.
she went out went
Crazy into a
fucking
fucking church. You want your holy bitch back?
here.
Take her.
Take
back.
her.
Did you like your interaction with Strahd?
It was interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it.
Okay.
He wasn't giving me super evil vibes. He's giving me the vibes of I might burn the world down for the love of my life. But at the same time, I also don't 100% know if I can trust him. But he also did say that he did promise that he wasn't going to harm us.
Yep.
And vampires don't usually make promises.
Yep.
So I am leaning more towards he is an okay guy or a good guy, kinda. It seems like just his fucking depression has leached out into the fucking world. Unfortunately. And he said he wasn't a vampire? Which is confusing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so there's that. I don't really know what to do with that information. Considering the fact that he floated up into the air and disappeared into like a fucking black mist.
Could be a fucking spirit.
There's no way in hell. Not a vampire, my ass. Still some classic vampire bullshit. I don't know. He's funky. I don't dislike him. I don't necessarily distrust him. It's my cautious side going, hey, as a just in case.
Yeah.
Bean! Not around my shit. Not like that. She dead ass almost ran into, like, this entire fucking area.
Yeah, she wants to play.
I know
She wants us to interact with her.
Is her ball stuck under here? Oh, it's over there.
I don't know. It's a real good thing he's not Faye, right? Because Dana ate that shit up so fast.
Yeah.
If this was Faye, you would be fucked.
Also, really surprising that the dinnerware was silver. That
yeah,
either-
you gotta have elegant food utensil shit if you're in a castle, right?
Sure.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it's iron that I'm thinking about.
What?
There's a certain thing with vampires, like, that it's kind of like, you know, the stupid allergy bullshit that werewolves have as well. I forgot what metal it was with, though.
Yeah. They're not allergic to it. Silver with lycanthropy is like... Okay, so the best way to explain it is like...
I know, I was just using allergy as, like, a simple term for it.
Yeah, it's more or less like it allows you to do true damage to werewolves.
Yeah.
It's because silver is supposed to be one of the more pure metals.
So does that mean the one that I'm thinking about for vampires is iron?
I don't know. I've never heard of a specific metal being effective against...
Really?
I mean, you know, stake to the heart, normal things.
That'll
vampires.
kill fucking anybody, though.
Yep.
I fucking hate my phone. Please stop. Thank you.
feel like she got some catnip or something, because she is just cracked right now. Either that or she's excited that we're here.
I mean, I think she does have a
No, she hasn't touched
back
that.
with silver. However, vampires are not particularly affected by silver bullets. Silver is a metallic used as a weakness to vampires, werewolves, and many other supernatural creatures. So if he is a vampire, he's either a really, really strong fucking ancient vampire that just doesn't get phased by silver, or, I don't know, he just can withstand the burning sensation.
Yeah? Okay. Now don't you metagame, because if you keep going too deep into your silver bullet or
No,
fucking...
I'm not. I just want to confirm that this is the metal that I'm thinking about for vampires. Yeah, because mirrors used to be backed by silver.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And
in
that's-
old times,
yeah,
and that's
that's-
why they couldn't see themselves in the mirrors.
Yeah, not every mirror is that way, though.
Well, yeah, I know, not everyone.
But yeah.
Was it a shivery sound? Or
Yeah.
Cold?
Mm-hmm.
How did you go from burning hot to cold?
I don't know. My body's going through some crazy shit right now.
I always love me a good banana. No, it's not dead. Okay. Yeah, Bean? So when we get back into it, does that mean he's also going to be a part of it now?
Hopefully, yeah. That's the plan. Cat jam. Everybody coming back?
Nope.
I'm here.
I am also here.
I don't actually play D&D.
Yeah,
What?
he lives D&D. You guys
Yep.
can't tell.
It is D&D.
He's currently sweating in sweating buckets as he wears a VR set to control his character in game.
You guys have no idea how hard it is to keep my token still while talking.
That's
That
fucking-
must be so difficult. I am so sorry.
It's wild. Tell me why my head actually stopped moving.
It's because you had the thought of it.
Yeah, dude, I was like, I have to be still while I say this or else something up.
Are you back, Sasha?
I never left.
Oh, never mind.
That's
She
what
was
I
gone to the
thought.
void. Yes, and I thought.
Okay. You know,
Actually,
motherfucker,
plus
I'm a...
3
Push us up
entry.
blast.
What, motherfucker? What's up, dude? What's up?
Hi.
Oh, shit.
Ahem.
Sorry. Excuse my blushing.
Okay, you all find yourselves walking through town, as I said before. You notice you find what looks to be like a stockyard at first, and you can see that there are, people kind of seem to be walking around. It's a mixture of people. You see the normal gray, dim faces of some of the other Barovians, children and men, women alike. as well as some of the happier children, notably a bit more flushed in color and a bit more lively, prancing around, dancing and such. Some of the kids seem to be walking around with what looks to be little sticks with like wolf head doll heads attached to them as they run around screaming, "Festival of the Wolf Keeper! Festival of the Wolf Keeper!" You can hear their parents yelling behind them, "No, children! Next week it's the son of the festival!" Gods, we have to get them under control. But the town seems to be preparing for something. You can see various builders and tinkerers, craftsmen, and so on, taking down various decorative flags and things of that nature that have symbols of wolves on them, and replacing them with what seem to be symbolisms of a large orange bright sun on them. Various posters can be seen around camp, and one of them says, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendants and children required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well. The Baron." And as you see these flyers being put, these flyers up and around, you can see that they are also being taken down and being replaced with other ones. Notably, a very large man dressed in a nice, I want to say... Actually, let me get you a better idea. Yeah, a very large man donning what looks to be like a set of leather armor with some fur furlowing around his shoulders. It's a very nice, elegant outfit, yet it still gives him the demeanor of like a guard, a captain of a guard or something of that nature. And notably, he has a large axe on his back and a very large, twisted and deformed black arm, about 2 times the normal size. Like, this dude just got a black Hulk arm. Nothing is branded on it. No, what's the word I'm looking for? No clothing can be seen on it. It is just a big, dark, gray, muscled arm at on his right arm. Can be seen pointing at guards as they take these posters down and they replace them with a different flyer that says, "Come one, come all. The Festival of the Sun. Masks will be provided. Attendants and children required. Torches will also be provided. All will be well. The Baron."
Is anybody else noticing, like, they're swapping out flags and stuff?
Yeah, I hope so.
Kind of hard not to notice.
What is this about?
What? Oh!
Well, the old...
And as you're all mustering amongst yourself, you see a man walking through the town, and he goes up to many guards, adults, children of various colors, sizes. This frail man looks exhausted, emaciated. His cries can be heard from a distance, and it's very much you're walking and you see this human man, exhausted looking, about a couple 100 feet away, and as he goes up to people, he's quickly turned away from them. You see that they give him scornful looks. The adults will grab their children close to them and they'll walk away. The occasional guard will push him away and say, "Be gone with you! Get out of here, you crazy old man!" And you then see this man walking towards you all, very, very tired and exhausted looking. It's almost if this man hasn't eaten in days. Seems to be wearing a dark set of robes. His eyes are black with exhaustion. You can see the bags underneath his face. As he comes stumbling towards you all, you get a sense that this man he's in a dire situation. And you see, sir, in front of yourself, 3 rather colorful characters to you. You see a goblin, which seems to be sitting at about 3 or 4 feet? Yeah, about 3.5 feet tall. A very slender build, wearing a set of brown, blackish leather armor with a wide-brimmed hat. Also accompanied by 2 rather stout-looking characters. A dwarf wearing a beautiful set of armor, which I believe is
Chain.
chainmail. Yeah, a beautiful set of chainmail armor. I don't know. Yeah, no. She's got a very fair face, with, long brown hair with two braids on her. There are two small little braid clumps, I guess. Brandishing both a shield and a weapon as well. Accompanied by a larger man, notably the largest of them all, who, pun intended, dwarfs the other two, standing at about 7, almost 8 feet tall, is this large mountainous man. You can tell that he has a what's the word I'm looking for? A welcoming, stoic presence to him as he carries a large hammer and shield. Also donning what I believe to be chainmail, or is this?
Yep.
Yeah. Also wearing chainmail, but his is different. He has a symbol on the front. Which, do you remember the symbol of your god?
No, I
Well,
did no.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you see like a holy symbol of like a cross or something else, something that gives you the idea that this man follows a god of justice and peace. And
Oh, it looks like a waterfall.
oh, okay, so
It's
a
literally
small
like
little,
lines. Yeah, here
so
I'm gonna.
oh, go ahead. I was gonna say it's a small circular emblem that looks like it has lines of water rushing down it. If you want to post it, you can.
Why did that not?
But they all seem to be walking through town. They give you all worried looks as their eyes have been scanning the area, and they notice you.
With pale and dead fish eyes, I walk up to them, seemingly lost all hope, and look up. A night, maybe. Thinking to myself, maybe this will be my chance to finally find my daughter. I look up to them and I say, has anyone seen my daughter? I slowly reach my hands to touch the armor of the knight.
I don't believe so. Who is she?
How would we know if we've seen her if you
Nina.
have no idea what she looks like or who she is? What?
Any young girl.
I'm gonna.
Can we get this man some water?
That's exactly what I'm looking for right now. Give me 1 second. It's in my bag here somewhere. It is right here.
He hands so the large man, the knights that you touched, he produces out a small water skin. You take it, and this man drinks this shit like he's never touched water in his fucking life. Just empties it.
I have 2 rations left. I'll give him one of those.
As I drink all the water, you see tears welling up in my eyes. I look to the night.
Can I put the rations on the silver playset?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. This man's gonna eat
a silver platter with fucking food on it is handed to you. Tears welling in this man's eyes.
I look into the silver platter and I think to myself, they must be rich. Have silver platters just carrying around. I take it graciously and start eating non-stop. And once I finish, you see a sigh of relief. Thank you,
You feel better, friend.
whoever you are. I am looking for my daughter. I need to find her. As the relief just washes over me, I slumped to the ground as if all energy has been used. Just lay down on the ground, exhausted.
I'm gonna take out that giant fucking direwolf pelt that I have, and I'm just gonna lay it on him, I guess.
The warmth of this pelt surrounds you. You feel a bit of the energy returning and revitalizing back to your bones. Not a magical sense, but this is the first time you've been in a comfortable anything.
Can I pick him up, like throw one of his arms around my shoulder, and then like kind of him up into a cradle and like try to walk to a tavern somewhere we can fucking sit down and have a conversation
Yeah,
without.
if he allows you to, yeah. And I will say as you are
Bas-
interacting. Oh, go ahead, Neo.
I was just saying, basically, this man is just like dead asleep at this point.
Okay. As you
He can't disallow anything.
Okay. So as you pick him up, you notice that the moment that blanket, that pelt hits him, Honk-Schmeal. So he just nests very, very carefully as you pick him up. You can just you can hear mutterings under his breath, just kind of like he's talking to himself a little bit. But for the most part, he's asleep. This is the first time that he's stopped and rested. And as you're doing so, a couple of guards you've noticed guards have kind of looked your guys' way. And the large armed man gives you guys a quick look but ignores you. But one of these guards, notably a colorful human, comes up. Very basic leather and chainmail armor with a pike and a shield, sword at his waist, and he comes up. Oi! Is that your old man?
No, we just have met him.
Well, tell him to keep his hands to himself. He's been walking around muttering crazy things. We can't have that kind of talk in this town. So keep a leash on him if you know what's good for you.
We're literally just trying to help him.
I don't care. He's in your care, is he not?
He is now.
All right then. Keep him on a short leash. Gosh, everybody got to be so goddamn bratty in this town.
As he walks away.
Hey, quick question before you go.
What?
Please. Who's in charge
Oh.
of the town?
The burgomaster. Oh, you're not from here, I can see.
I'm not. No. We seem to have stumbled into this place together somehow, and we don't know where this is. Could you point it out on the map?
Yeah, what exactly are you wanting him to point out again?
Just where we are on the map.
Yep. And he points to the position on your map that you were told earlier should be the town of Vallaki. And yeah, you guys find yourselves in the town of Vallaki with Lake Zarevich to the north. And he says, "All right, fine. If I can travel this fair." He pulls out his own map. He shows you, "This is Vallaki over here. It's right where we are. You fucking dunce. And to the southeast, of course, is the entrance to this beloved land, the village of Barovia. God, you must be lost here. As for who owns the town, that's our Baron, Vargas Valakovich. Vargas Valakovich. Jesus.
Velikovich. Okay. Okay. And does the name Durst mean anything to you? House Durst?
Durst. Wasn't that the old decrepit place in Barovia?
You hear another guard come over.
Yeah, the old place with all the murders in the bottom. I heard that's a pretty cursed place. What keeps you poking your nose around there, eh?
I just heard somebody was looking for something to get carried out of there.
You got more knowledge than I do. Ain't not much of us go to that old dead town. Surprised you even know the area. Supposed to have just a few living souls. If you even call them that.
And the original guard returns to you.
Is there anything else you want? Are you still lost?
No. A tavern, maybe?
Oh,
And then I'll be out of your hair forever.
oh thank lords. Of course, of course.
And he will point you towards... Oh, that's not even it. Damn. Sorry, 1 second.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yes. He will point you towards this building over here. And say, yeah,
Orange or yellow?
hold on.
Orange. Copy.
There you go. Into.
Oi, head on over there. You find yourself at the Blue Water Inn. It's run by a pretty good folk. But not too many are too kindly there, so keep yourself about you, alright?
All right. Thank you. My mic was muted. Sorry.
There you go. And with that, they walk off.
All right. I will take my little frail friend and my other two little small friends to the tavern, if you guys are cool with that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. As you guys get about this far, you do see the what's it called? The town square in the midst of town. And yeah. So as you get a good idea, or as you get a view of the town square, you can see that the shops and the homes that enclose this town square are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden box filled with many dead flowers. At the north end of the square stands a row of stocks locked in, which are several men, women, and children wearing crude plaster donkey heads. So think of like wooden prison or wooden cages with metal bars and a door. Can be seen at the north end of this. I'm gonna have you guys walk through town to make it easier. And
I was gonna ask if we could take the scenic route.
Oh, in the center of the square, you see peasants in patchwork clothes that eye you all suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain. Standing tall at the center of the fountain is a gray statue of an impressive man facing west. All around the square are the same proclamations: Wolf's Head Jamboree, attendance and children required, all will be well.
Is there a plaque on the statue of who the man is?
There's
Because I'm assuming it's the manor lord, or that I can't for the life of me remember what he was called.
Burgermaster.
Burgermaster.
Baronmaster, pretty much the same thing.
All right. So yeah, I thought it was gonna be. I'm assuming it's him.
Okay. Well, yeah. So you guys want to just keep continuing through, and we will bring you all to the inn. Yeah. As you are walking by, you can see various people kind of staring at the donkey-headed people. Like again, it's just like a plastic donkey head. And you notice that they all look tired, wet, and famished. And there seems to be about 12 of them or so, and various other characters, the less gray, more colorful inhabitants of the town, can be seen mocking them and calling them names such as malicious and unhappy. Overall, just kind of poking fun at these people because they're in here for a reason. But you do continue making your way through the town until eventually you do find yourselves coming up to the Blue Water Inn. And I do have a map for you guys.
I think they're being racist toward the soulless people.
No, there's multiple, not just soulless.
All right. Well, we're just waiting here. I do really like this fucking symbol.
Oh, yeah, it's a pretty sick one, actually. Okay. As you all get closer, you see that gray smoke issues from the chimney of this large two-story wooden building with a stone foundation and a sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall. Not to be confused with the sign of Eldath.
Thanks. So, can I do it are these wooden steps?
Mm-hmm.
They're not mahogany, right?
Nope.
Oh, thank God.
What about mahogany?
All right, what do you guys want to do? As you come up to the place.
I'm gonna look at the ravens and I'm gonna try and find the one that was messing with me.
It's not here.
You are a grudge-holding
None of these
motherfucker.
ravens look familiar.
I do, but I'm like not actually gonna do anything. I kind of just want to like figure out what his deal is.
Yeah. That raven's not here. You don't recognize any of these guys.
It's a cool raven. I'm gonna name it Sapark.
Honestly, next time I see that raven, I'm just gonna hold out my arm.
I'm gonna give him my
I don't care what
shiny
you're doing now, later. I want to know what you're doing now.
Right now, just trying to annoy the DM.
Roll me a Constitution
So-
saving throw, Tainted.
Oh, God.
Constitution.
Oh,
What's up?
You're dead.
Feel
Roll a
great.
new character.
oh,
Alright.
No, I'm just kidding. Too
No, too late.
So
I already
as you
character
begin walking through this tiny little gate, this little black speckled area, it's just a little wooden fence that has metal posts in it. The posts are attempting to make these things a bit more sturdy. Similar idea to like black wrought iron gates that like really fancy neighborhoods would have, but it just covers this general square that you guys are around. So
Oh, I'm still carrying.
yeah, I know. It just won't drag.
Copy.
And you see that in this oh, okay. Let's see where you got. Okay, so you see that there is a 3-foot-high stone rim that surrounds the mouth of a 40-foot deep moss-lined well to the south. The inn draws the fresh water from this well.
It's the well gods.
All right, where do you guys want to go?
I'm gonna go into the tavern. That's what we came here for. Ooh. Oh, she is everything I want in a woman.
Facts.
Really? That?
It's funny.
Different types.
You're asleep. Be quiet. Just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just fucking with you. Okay. You all walk on in. Go ahead. Walk in.
Boom. Bam.
All right. Damp cloaks hang from pegs in the entrance portico. The tavern's packed with tables and chairs, with narrow paths meandering between them. A bar stretches along one wall under a balcony that can be reached by a wooden staircase that hugs the north wall. Another balcony overhangs an entrance to the east. All the windows are fitted with thick shutters and crossbars. Lanterns hanging above the bar and resting on the tables bathe the room in dull orange light and cast shadows upon the walls, most of which are adorned with wolf heads mounted on wooden plaques.
First round is on me.
Bro. Oh, that's a way and get on their good side.
That's what I'm thinking. And I will shout that to the tavern.
Wait, what did you shout?
First round is on me.
Everybody kind of looks around at you, confused. Hey! And then you see the bartender shakes her head. All right, fine. Come over here, blokes. As you see, she begins pouring out cups of getting mugs and shit ready to begin pouring, around for everybody. She tells you that let's see how much this is going to cost. Yeah, it's going to cost you what looks to be about 10 silver.
Shit, I'll get the next 3 rounds.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's start off with the first one.
So, you get around for everybody, and notably, there seem to be, where are they at? What look to be like 2 twins sitting at the first table that you've passed, and they look. Yeah, they look the most happy that you ordered these drinks. Some of the commoners exclaim in happiness, but one of them, this one on the right here, he stands up, seems to be just where is it? A human man, nothing too special about him. He goes, "Hey, thank you very much. We appreciate the rounds. Oh, why though?"
I'd just like to make a good first impression for all of my new friends.
Fair enough, fair enough. And you see the other one.
Hey, Carl! Let me get your drink! As he goes to grab it, Carl just punches him in the face. Fuck off, Nikolai! You're already pissed drunk from last night. It's my turn to get wasted. Hey! Give me that back! As you see, he throws himself at Carl. You hear, boom! Both of ye, quit! Or I'm pushing you out now! I'm tired of your drunkenness! They stop kind of in the middle of a wrestling match. Or the table's leaning on one, leaning over. A chair's knocked over, and
Can I set
the drunken
William?
one. Yeah, you can set him down. Setting him
Alright.
down. He. These have backs to them, so he kind of just cradles back and sits asleep. The bartender giving it a weird eye. But you see the two brothers kind of in a brawl. All right. I just want to have a drink, you know? It's lovely, man. As he pats you on the shoulder, getting up, you can see a fat fucking black eye swelling. He offered me a
That's
great
the
drink.
best way to settle your differences, right?
It's that.
A good old-fashioned arm wrestling contest.
All right, come on, Carl. And he goes, boom, puts his arm down. Carl goes, I ain't got time for this. But I appreciate your enthusiasm. I don't want to sit here dealing with my drunken brother all day.
Well,
You,
get drunk
sir!
yourself.
I appreciate the kindness for buying the rounds, but could you stop antagonizing the patrons?
I'm trying to help him out.
I don't care for your help. They can handle it themselves. This is my establishment, and I don't want any of this roughhousing inside.
My bad.
Thank you. Now, please, sit with your friends and sit for a moment so I can get these drawn. And pay up as soon as you can.
Oh yeah, okay.
The hustle,
Immediately.
the wrestling brothers kind of get over themselves a little bit. Carl takes the one mug and he slams it down, puts it on the table, and he goes, all right, Nikolai, let's go. As he grabs his brother who's still trying to antagonize him. No, come on. Let's go. Let's go right here. And he's like, all right, whatever. It's very clear Nikolai is pissed drunk. They stumble out, disappearing out into the town. All that's left are a few commoners, yeah, there's two other characters that are standing at the table or sitting. They notably did take the drink, but they haven't partaken in any drinking. In fact, they've both just been kind of eyeing you both, keeping a inconspicuous eye on you, not really trying to check you guys out or size you up, but more or less just keeping an eye on the hubbub and all the shit that just had gone down, you know. But I assume, Deirdre, you're gonna come to the bar. Oh no! Did she leave?
Could just be muted.
Well, it doesn't look like she's saying nothing.
No.
Nope.
I know.
Yeah, she might be away.
I was gonna say, I know she has push to talk, but I didn't see if she said she left.
Which she usually does.
Yeah. Maybe she'll hop out of Discord in a half a second and we'll figure out that her internet disconnected, or maybe she will come back and say that she had to grab something real quick.
Yeah. I messaged her just to make sure. Yeah, we'll throw her here.
Did someone move a token?
Oh, yeah, I moved
Yeah,
her for
Drago
her.
did.
Okay.
Yep, I can move you guys for you. So
Drago.
making your way to the tavern bar. The patron hands out drinks, the rest, and then comes back to tend to her businesses, putting a drink in front of all of you except for William, of course. Then she's cleaning mugs and she looks at you, Jotun. What'd you do that for, anyways? Coming in all friendly, offering drinks. May I ask why? What are you trying to buy here?
I just like people.
One of them holy
I
men,
have-
aren't you?
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Your business is not mine, but my business is everything that happens in here. As long as you keep your cool and try not to antagonize too much.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I wasn't trying to antagonize. I figured if I had them do an arm wrestling contest instead of a full-out brawl, that it might calm them down a little bit. But I'm glad that they decided to just leave. My
Well,
bad again.
Of course. Just, use your wits about you. Not everybody in this town is quite as friendly as yourselves, and
Well, those two drunkards might be very welcoming to your alcohol. You can't buy a lot of people's happiness here. Don't disillusion yourself in thinking that you can. Other than that, welcome to Vallaki. The Blue Water Inn's the name, and Danica at your service.
Nice to meet you. I am Jotun.
Nice to meet you, Jotun. And your friends here. This... and
I'm
points to the
not
carrier.
sure of the man to my right here. I think he said his name was William before he passed out. I can't remember. That could be a lie, not canon. Don't know.
Is he alright?
I'm here to get him a room. Actually, could we get him a bed if you have one?
Oh, of course, of course. It's just 5 silver piece a night.
All right.
I'm just gonna put a fucking gold down and say, can we just have like a room for everybody?
Of course, not a problem. I can muster up about 2 rooms for you. Unfortunately, we have quite what's the word I'm looking for? We have quite tight arrangements at the moment. Quite a lot of visitors coming in, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna have to bunk a few of you together.
You guys good with lads, gals with gals?
Sure.
All right. He'll have to wake up to see my pretty face in the morning, but that's okay.
Okay. And so, yeah, I'm assuming you'll take William up at this point.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
I'll come back down after.
Okay.
I'll just tuck him in, give him a little kiss on the forehead.
You're handed a key for the room, Jotun. It's modest living. You got a table by the bunk, 2 bunk beds, one on each side of the wall, a simple chest and a desk. Nothing too crazy, but comfortable. A lot better than sleeping in like a cave or some shit.
Right.
And then you come back down, and the mug, you're also given the key to your guys' room.
I will lock the door behind me, though.
Okay.
Just I don't want anybody to go in there and fuck with them.
Yep. And then, yeah, that leaves you guys hanging out in the middle of the little area.
I'm
Before I
sorry,
lock
what was
the door.
her name again?
Danica.
Continue.
Okay, before I lock the door, he can unlock it from the inside, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just didn't want to lock him in and be an
No.
asshole if he waked up later and fucking came down and joined us if something happened. Yeah, okay.
Danica, it was correct.
Correct.
We obviously are very new in town, and I'm noticing there's a lot of pikes with wolf heads and a lot of festival things going on. Could you tell me about that, please?
Oh, yeah. Of course I can. I'm not sure if you've noticed yet, but this town tends to have quite a lot of festivals going on. Our burgomaster keeps trying to quell the depression in this world, thinking that by keeping all of its compatriots of his town happy, it'll solve everything. So for the past years, he's been running a festival every single week. In fact, it was a few days ago, we had our last one, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. And now he continues going on, commenting about another festival. A festival of the sun of some sorts, but blasphemous. The sun never rises in this land.
So what is the point of the Wolfhead Festival?
1 second.
Oh, I have a question. In Roll20, how do I speak in character like Markward?
I know you can go down.
Okay.
And
You are gonna hit the cute little slash button, and then you're gonna hit E and M, and then after that, just type what you want.
EM? You mean ME?
I'm-
Like
yeah,
slash
it's-
me.
But first, also hi. If you look at the very bottom, it will say as, and it will have a little drop down. Change that to your character.
Okay,
I forgot I refreshed and needed to do that again. Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, what was the question at the wolf's head thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking shit.
Okay. She says that the reason that we had the festival of the Wolf Jamboree was because the Burgermaster wants to quell some of the evil, and so he hired a bunch of people to go and kill wolves. And the symbolism of the wolves is that no matter how dangerous a beast or whatever, this town will always overcome it.
You'd think they'd use like owl bears or something. Wolves or
So they're literally just going out and murdering a bunch of wolves to murder a bunch of wolves?
Yeah, I guess.
That's kind of upsetting.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions?
Anything you have to eat?
Well, of course, we serve meals here. It's not just alcohol.
I could eat.
Give me the chef's special.
All right. So, what? A leg of mutton and some bread. Couple
Yeah.
of stewed vegetables. All right. 2 copper.
Hand over the 2 copper.
She calls, and your meal comes a couple minutes later.
You sell turkey.
Turkey. What's that?
It's a weird bird where we come from.
The only birds in this land are ravens and crows and vultures. Never even heard of a turkey.
What's the biggest piece of meat you have?
Oh, that's simple. We've got wolf meat in the back.
Yeah. All right.
Gee, are you wanting a meal?
Yeah.
All right, 5 copper.
Can I get 2 actually? I'll get 10 copper. And then I'll give you another 5 copper tip because you were awesome and I am sorry about her.
You know, I don't need your tips, right? I do make a living here, and it's honest.
Oh, I did not mean to offend.
No, it's just
I
every outsider thinks
realize
that
it
they
was
can
like
just.
a year.
It's like
I
you
didn't know
coming
it
in
was
and
like a
buying
European
rounds. You
thing.
think you could
I
just
didn't know
buy
it was
everyone's
like-
happiness?
Yeah.
I get it, you're a man of cloth, but come on. Read the room and have some decency, man.
But she does take her money and delivers.
To be fair, you are a 2D fucking circle on a.
Yeah, and you're a
cutout
fucking
of a
cunt.
person.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
Alright.
What happened to the woman of your dreams
so
for blowing that?
You get your food.
It turned out to be
Deirdre?
Drago.
Deirdre, essentially all that happens is your party walks up to the bar. Jotun buys a round of drinks for everybody. A couple of twins wrestle with each other, then are kicked out. Jotun and Mugwort buy themselves a meal. William is taken up to a room to sleep, and Mugwort was given the other key to a room.
Are you all going to order food? Do we have to do this one at a time?
I suppose I'll order a meal then.
Alrighty then. Another 5 copper on you.
Could I also get something that I'll keep until the morning so I can bring something up to my friend?
What do you mean?
Like some bread, maybe?
I mean, sure.
She hands you a loaf of bread.
I'm gonna save that till I go up there. Put it on the desk.
Hey, Nikolai! You see the drunken brother back in the doorway. Damn it, Nikolai, I've told you to get the fuck out of here. Do I have to call the guards? No. I just want to say you're beautiful. Yeah, fuck off.
And he walks out drunken.
You have a bit of spice to you.
I get tired of dealing with this shit every day. You would too if you had to deal with drunks.
Oh no, I wasn't saying that was a bad thing. I kind of admire it.
You're not flattering anybody.
I wasn't trying to.
So
Just
what are
an
you all
honest
doing
compliment.
here?
I just trying.
As of this moment, we found a weird man who decided to waddle up to us. He almost passed out, and then he did pass out. So we're literally just here right now for someplace to sleep.
Alright. Alrighty then. We'll try not to pry too much. Talking a bit too much in this world will get you in a bad place. Now, if you're all fine with your meals and your drinks, got yourselves all settled in a room, I'm gonna go back to my business now.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Alrighty. What would you guys like to do?
She's fiery. I like it.
She's mean. It hurts my feelings.
I'm just gonna eat my stuff, and what time is it?
It's like 2 in the afternoon.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you want to browse around town, see if there's any place we need to buy something from?
You guys heard a loud thump coming up from the tavern floor upstairs.
I am going to immediately stand up and head upstairs.
No, you're not. Everybody stops and looks up. You're not going to immediately just get up. You are not in the position to do that. Remember where you're at. Remember where you're at, guys. Don't think that you guys are an adventurer. You can just do as you please. Danica, her head shoots over. Oh, for fuck's sake. Soldat, could you please go check on that? And a big burly man wearing what looks to be a mixture of various pelts of creatures stands up, a beautiful bow elven, it looks like, on his back. Big, beautiful beard, gray hair all over him, and a nice ponytail braid. As he stands up, you can see the younger man with him, both a bit weathered, color in the face. The man, presumably Soldar, who stands up, kind of gruffs as he pushes his chair and grabs his mug and begins walking upstairs. Did you all bring trouble to my lot?
No, we already explained what we were doing.
I better hope so. Moments later, he comes down. The door's locked. Seems to have come from there. The rest of the rooms are closed. I used my master key to get in. There's a drunken man. At least he looks drunken. Fainted and passed out on the floor, completely drenched in sweat. Is he one of your lot?
Did he look like he was dying?
He looks like a man who's on the verge of shit death, of course.
Yeah. He said he's on the floor?
Of course. That's what that bang was. Quite
Should we put
heavy
him back?
thud for a man that small, but go keep an eye on him, please. I'd hate for him to die under our supervision. Danica just sighs. All right, Sir Jotun, go take care of your child, man.
Thanks.
Jotun goes back up. He goes to check on William, who's, as you are checking on him, he's incoherently talking. You could tell this man is under distress even in his sleep. He makes mutterings of, "Oh, don't leave, my daughter." You hear a name, but it's hard to discern underneath the mumblings and the broken voice that he holds. But he allows you to pick him up and put you on the bed. And for just a moment, you do see his eyes open. William, for a second, you come back to consciousness. It's up to you whether or not you hold this, though.
Alright, I start grabbing the man in front of me. I start shouting, "Where have you taken her? Where have you taken her?" Start shaking him.
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know.
He slumps to the ground, completely knocked out again.
I don't think this man needs a tavern. I think he needs a temple.
In fact, you lock the door, you come back downstairs. The man in pelts sitting back down. You see Danica and your groups, they kind of dart their eyes to you. Some of the commoners kind of look at you and look away. Is he alright? Did you kill the man?
No, what? No. He's
he's lost his daughter. Why? He's just exhausted. He needs some rest. Needs probably some faith. He needs some fucking help, which nobody here wants to give him because you guys all worried about yourselves because, oh, it's so bad here, but you're the only fucking safe. Sorry. He's gonna be fine. I didn't kill him. It's alright. We're
Good.
cool.
We can't afford help. Trust me, we all want to. It's not the world that we can.
At this point, a couple
Well,
minutes
God
go by.
forbid you
David,
let somebody help.
you've noticed some of the commoners have left. It gets relatively quiet here. A couple of people can be seen still, and the two men are still here. You see that she, as you lean in to go talk to her, you see that she says to you,
The reason that everything's so spread thin is because of the evilness. I'm assuming you have a bit of an idea as how fucked up this world has been come to, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Right then. Perfect. There's a quite dark evil in this town. Quite a lot of people, they believe against it. As you can tell, there's not really any reason to not think that it's here, as it's all around us. The people, the lands, even some of the creatures, decrepit, deteriorating, it's twisted beyond belief. It seems that there is a curse upon the land that everybody likes to call the blame of Lord Baron Strahd von Barovich. It is his evil that keeps everything at bay. He's the reason why the undead stalk us at night, and why for hundreds of years this land has been under a tyrannical grip.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
If I may, I know it's not really any of my business, but I saw people were wearing some sort of donkey-shaped masks, and they were in confinements, if you will. What is with that?
Oh, the malicious lot. Well, you see, naysayers of the Burgomaster's ward, they're pent up, caged, and ridiculed. Anyone that pushes against his word of happiness and that all will be well are punished for it. Can't afford to have lost hope around, can we? Now that being said, not everybody subscribes to that idea, and you'll keep that wise about yourself. You'll be very be very keen on keeping your tongues to yourself, and any negative talk outside will most likely find yourselves kicked out of this gate, or of this town. Those were the ones who pushed against them, telling everyone that this is all blasphemous, that these festivals do nothing but tear people apart, giving them a false sense of security, and overall calling them a waste of time. Now, as for rebelling against these acts, you'll be wise not to. The Burgomaster doesn't take kindly to naysayers. You might find yourselves kicked out of town, or even worse, ending up like those wolves on the pikes outside.
I thought for sure you were going to say expelled.
nope.
No?
Nope.
Oh, my bad.
Nope. No, that's it. That's all she says.
Could you possibly point me in the direction of a store or market of some sort?
Oh, you're looking for a place to buy? Well, we have a few places. You could go to the Arsex stockyard and see if any of the purveyors and travelers are there have anything in stock, although I couldn't tell you what they have. Or if you find yourself looking for a bit of happiness, you can go find Blinsky at his shop, Blinsky's Toys. Other than that, well, this will probably be the closest thing to a shop you can find. Not quite any tool masters or weaponsmiths in the area.
Thank you.
Of course. Was there anything else that I can do for you all?
Not for me personally.
All right.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, how long do we want this to run?
I'm not sure, but I know that Sasha is falling asleep. So if you guys want to call it here, we can call it here, and we'll have you guys pick it up the next day.
All right. Let me make a note that I need to do something, and I'll talk about that in the next session.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, you all find yourselves in the beautiful town of Vallaki. Yeah, you made it safely. You met some of the town folk. You helped an estranged or emaciated old man get to a place of rest and comfort. You lost 2 allies. Tug and both Gil seem to be gone. Although Gil was one you did witness. Doru sent out to go find Tug. Said he will come back with any information that he can. But he doesn't know where you're at. So, he'll just figure it out. And we'll say you guys end at 2 p.m. here. And we will pick it up probably after that. Yeah, probably about 3 p.m. the next time we get back in.